Alright guys, so we got a new banner. It's the Awakened Orochi banner. So we got Orochi Yashiro, Orochi Chris, and Orochi Shermie. Shermie. This chick. So we're going to take a look at them, see if they're any good, see if they're worth spending your hard-earned rubies on. Alright, so let's take a look at it here. View rate. So here's the rate for everything. Pretty standard stuff. We'll be looking at Yashiro first. Really cool. They all have like these cool serpents behind them, and each one has a different looking serpent. This picture looks pretty grabby. Creepy. So his leader skill increases blue element fighters HP by 25%, active skill damage by 25%, and active skill damage by an additional 20% when HP is 70% or more. So you want to keep his health up if you want to use this leader skill. I don't like this leader skill, but the active skill damage percentage may help him later on. So let's look at his cores and stuff. So let's look at his cores. Skill enhanced. So his grab skills, which he has a lot of them, is increased by 12%. That's really good. He recovers HP to 25% of damage received while using active skills. That's really cool. And increases HP recovery by 14% and recovers 1.4 HP for every 3 seconds when HP is 70% or less. So he's got crazy survivability. So if you want to do that, like never dies, this is your man. Alright, so his skills, first one's a grab. Deals damage and increases attack equal to 42 of defense for 8 seconds when using a skill. That's a really good one. Inflicts, the second one's also a grab. Inflicts damage, deals additional damage equal to 100% of attack to all enemies for every attack. That's a pretty good skill too. Next one, also a grab. Inflicts damage and gains super armor. Super armor is always good. Increases defense by 35% for 10 seconds. That's nuts. This guy's like never gonna die. Next move, guess what? Grab. I know, we're all shocked. Inflicts damage. And then his striker. As a striker, his active team members gain super armor for 3 seconds and recover 10% HP. That's kind of neat. Let's see what they look like. Now, me, in this game, grab characters are like the most fun for me to watch and play. So I am excited to show you guys this guy's moves, man. Check this out. Yeah. Get him. Look at that. Eat your heart out, Hulk. Watch this. Dunk! Ooh! Just kicking him. Chucking him. I love it. Alright, so here is his final finish skill. I love that he kicks him on the ground. It's freaking fantastic. Alright, so next we're going to look at Chris here. Let's take a look at his leader skill. He increases yellow element fighters attack by 30%, HP by 15, and crit rate by 4. That's all pretty decent stuff. I'm always looking for attack and crit rate, and HP is always fine, so his leader skill is fine. The serpents in the back are so cool. Alright, so let's check out his core effects here. So 30% power rate, charge rate increase. That's insanely good. Alright, so his interesting core effects: increases attack by 5% for 3 seconds for each attack, and that stacks up to 5 times, so that's a lot of damage. So here's a neat one. He Awakened level 3 deals burn damage equal to 2 times of remaining burn damage and remove burn effect upon landing a crit. So, and he has things that increases his crit and things that increase burn damage. So that can be pretty nuts, because basically you'll put all these dots on people, which is just going to deal a bunch of damage over time. But when you crit, instead of doing all that damage over a long period of time, just is a burst of damage all at once. That's really good. Alright, his first skill is a blast skill. Deals damage and puts a burn effect on somebody. That's good. That way you can take advantage of his cores. Inflicts damage. Deals burn. And 100% chance to ignore target's guard upon landing a skill. That's freaking awesome. Next one is a strike. It deals damage and increases crit rate. So therefore, when you put your dots, your burn damage on your opponent, you have a higher chance to crit and therefore activate the skill. He gains super armor. Super armor is always really good. And disables target's roll for 3 seconds. That's really neat. And then his next one just deals a bunch of damage. And deals a bunch of damage and inflicts an additional 60% burn damage. Woo! This guy can stack those burns like crazy, so that's pretty nuts. Let's see what they look like. Alright, here's his first one. There you go, he's on fire. It's cool that he's just holding that fire like that. Let's see the next one. Cool. Oh, he's got good moves. Alright, here's his first finished skill. Just does a bunch of damage. Ooh, I like that it goes back and forth. Alright, next one. This one that does 60% burn damage here. That's pretty awesome, man. Alright, Shermie's next. Okay, let's take a look at Shermie's leader skill. Increases green element fighters' attack by 45% and crit rate by 6%. That's great. But decreases HP by 10% and HP recovery by 50%. So there's that. Let's take a look at Shermie's core skills here. So she's got 12% blast skill attack damage increase. That's awesome. Becomes immune to stun. That's okay. Decreases enemy's attack by 4% for 7 seconds when using an active skill, and that can stack up to 5 times. So that's where she's getting her survivability from, is decreasing your enemy's attack by a bunch. And also decreases enemy's power by 4%, so that's good too. So the next one removes attack decrease debuff upon landing an ultimate skill and stuns the target. So that's really good. So let's take a look at Shimsham's skills here. She inflicts damage and has a 50% chance to stun for 1.2 seconds. Drops lightning on the target upon landing a skill and increases active skill cooldown by 2 seconds. Deals shock damage equal to 30% of attack every 1 second for 5 seconds. That's a mouthful. Shiromai's skills here are like reading a novel. Okay, so next one increases damage and 50% chance to stun for 2 seconds upon an successful attack. Deals shock damage equal to 35% of attack to target every 1 second for 7 seconds upon landing a skill. This one disables target's roll for 4 seconds upon landing a successful attack or a guard, and gains super armor for 3 seconds when using a skill. Super armor is always good, just like I was mentioning before. Next skill just deals a bunch of damage, and the striker skill inflicts damage and stuns the target. So that's really good. Let's see what they look like. Alright, here's the first one. Ooh, that's good. Got a little bit of range on it and knocks him up. Oh, that one stuns him. That's good. Lots of movement. Lots of movement into launchers. Everything launches in this game. So here's her finisher skill, which is a good old-fashioned lightning Chidori. Alright, so here is her final skill. Ooh, cool. Okay, now that we've seen their skills, we've seen their cores, their leader skills, how good actually are they, and are they worth you summoning on? In my opinion, they're all pretty good. None of them are like top tier, but all of them I would say are in the top few of their respective like elemental type. So it's not like they're going to make it on like a top 10 tier list or anything. I would say that they're like just below it, you know, so like I think Yashiro is probably one of the better blue. I think Orochi Chris is one of the better yellow, and I think Shermie is one of the better green, but not the best, and not even the best couple, but probably just a little bit below it. So they're all decent. So to save everybody in the comment section some trouble, you could just save up for Orochi. That's what everybody's doing. But hey, Orochi's leader skill is, you know, buffing up the attack of the Orochi clan, and all of them are obviously part of the Orochi clan. So they're all good. If you're saving up for Orochi, you could spend some on here to get some people for your team if you wanted. They're not going to be top tier characters, but they are going to be good. But what they do have is top tier abs and top tier jiggle. Holy crap, his hands are huge. I'm just like realizing that, like compared to Chris's elbow. Dude, look how big his hands are. Big-handed freak. And of course, you want to make sure if you are going to go for them, you want to get their battle cards too, because they are specific to these characters. You can't just get like Yashiro's regular skill or Shermie's regular skill. You have to get their Orochi specific. Alright, that being said, I have one of these little summon tickets here. These little summon tokens. So I'm going to try it out. See if we just... It'd be nuts if we just got one. Let's do it. Just a 4-star, unless it decides to change. But it doesn't look like it. It's freaking Choi. Dude, every time you get 94 Choi, it just like sticks in your mind. You may forget everything else you got, all the other 4-stars, but you remember that you got 94 Choi because his booty just shaking everywhere. Alright guys, that's it for me. I hope this video was informative or helpful to you to make a decision if you want to spend your rubies on them or not. If you enjoyed the video, I really appreciate it. If you would like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think of the characters. Let me know if you're going to roll on them, or maybe give others advice in the comments that I didn't. Or let them know if I gave horrible advice. You can also join my Discord down in the description below if you have... We're always chit-chatting in there and discussing things and helping each other out there. So if you want some additional information or more help, you can join the Discord. I wish you guys luck in your summons, and you have a blessed day, y'all. Shirime.